Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to look at how you could improve the compression of your iron shots with a focus on the lead wrist position coming into impact. Thanks once again for joining me. So today we're looking at how we can improve compression with our iron play with a focus on the lead wrist. And what I want to do is tie in how the bigger segments could move to help accommodate the lead wrist position, because it's so important to give ourselves a chance to deliver the club the best way possible, and just how we move in the downswing with the bigger segments is a huge part of that. Before I go into the main points of the video here, please keep in mind that I have a swing analysis option available on my website. So if you want my take on your game, a really simple way is to sign up for the swing analysis, send me your swings, and then I can give you a personalized feedback on your own game where I feel like you need to take it, the key areas to focus on, with a personalized video of how to make the improvements. So once again, that's on ianmellorgolf.com, the swing analysis option. Okay, so today we're looking at the lead wrist position, and we're looking at how we can utilize the movement of the bigger segments to get us into a good delivery position with the club, with the lead wrist. What I see with really good ball strikers moving through impact, I don't want to get too focused on just the delivery position, is that it's in a slight bit of flexion, and as it's moving through impact, it's moving into extension in the follow through. So we're definitely not trying to get the wrist set and then just hold it all the way through. It's part of a full movement, so we don't want to get too connected and too stuck on one position there. And that's why I think the drill that I'm going to share with you is just so helpful. So first of all though, I do like players to be aware of where we want the club coming from. So as I mentioned, slight bit of flexion. We're going to focus on that at the point when the lead wrist is in front of the trail leg. And you can see being in a slight bit of flexion, as I move into a bit of flexion from a neutral wrist, well, let's just say the back of the forearm, the back of the hand are pretty much aligned. What that does is it strengthens the club face, it de-lofts it, but also as I add flexion there, you can see it adds shaft lean. So that's why it's so important for that compression feel, because it's hard to compress the ball between the club face and the ground if the shaft is back. And it's definitely not going to have that pop with the club face having more loft on it. So we're looking for a little bit of flexion, a little bit of shaft lean there. We're presetting it coming in, and then from there we're going to be able to use our body through the shot, not feeling like we're having to hold it. If the body moves through well, the release will come natural. Okay, so I'm going to set up here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the top of my backswing. I'm going to take my trail hand off. I'm going to a split grip position, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive my hands down and stop right where my lead hand is in front of my trail leg. Now, the two things I want you to focus on here is that when I do that movement, so I set up, go to the top, stop here. When I do that movement, getting into the lead wrist slightly flexed position here, the lead hip elevates as my hands go low, coming into impact there. So going to the top, hands are low, lead wrist is just above my trail knee, lead hip intuitively starts to move up. So that little pattern there of hands low, hip moving up, really, really important to set us into a position where our body can move through. And that little exercise there is something that I will share with a number of players. So we're here, we're down, we're checking the club face is at about 11 o'clock for a right-handed golfer. So it would be 1 o'clock for a left-handed golfer, checking the wrist, and then we can rotate with the body, getting a sense of what impact could feel like. So that's one way in which we can do this. I love that little challenge there, but just being aware then, even going back to two hands on it, like can we reflect the movement in that drill? One that stands out to me is how the right hand pushes and the left hand pulls, and how the lead hip moving up helps complement that pull of the lead side. If we get in there, we're in a good spot. Love that feel, really strengthens the face position coming into impact. And then you may, if you've been in a weak position here, getting that club face strong there, you might hit some to the left to start off with. Let's see how I do here, to the top, getting that feel. The lead hip elevating is one that I absolutely love. It really makes me feel like I'm going to be able to clear easy as I get the club face in a good position there. Little pulley for me there on that one, but pretty happy with the contact. Pretty happy with the contact there. Okay, let's see if we can do a better job of starting it to the right. So it's funny because the more I feel as though my rib cage stays more over my trail foot, the more I feel like I can get my hands down, and the more I do that, the more it feels like my lead hip can actually open more. Let's have one more just like that and see how we do. Yeah, it feels such a strong position coming into impact. Hit that one really nice there. Okay, so if you're looking to improve that lead wrist position, try that split grip drill. Pause at the point when the hand is in front of the trail leg. Just check the lead wrist, it's slightly flexed position, check the club face, and then get a sense of how you could rotate into impact with your body.